get to work, I usually remove the person who is working in my position. I remove their gear from the rig and replace it with mine. I check over all my gear to make sure I've got my gloves and my helmet and everything that I need, and then I move on to checking over my SCBA pack, so making sure it's functioning properly, hook my mask up to it. After I've checked over all my personal equipment, then I start going over all the equipment on the rig. Once I check all the medical equipment inside of the rig, then I usually move to the outside of the rig and start going through each compartment. Some people come in with prior experience. I had very little. I volunteered for a little bit at another fire department before I was hired with Madison. So some people have quite a bit of training already coming into it. They may have already gone through and gotten like a fire science degree. I did not. Madison does a pretty good job though of trying to pick the best people for the job that they can and then training them from start to finish so that everybody's on the same page. We enter in everything that we check out in the morning. Like our pack, you enter in that you check it every day. Just keeps track of everything.
All right, so we'll figure out meals and everything else like that. David asked me to go over the high-rise fire that I was involved in.
At 7:45, our crew meets at the kitchen table and just kind of talks about our day. So Lieutenant will let us know if he's got something in mind for training or whatever for the day. And he likes to go around and ask everybody what they have going on that day. So if you have like an apprenticeship assignment, or if you have some training or whatever that you need to do or get caught up on, you can let them know. Or if you have something in mind that you want to train on or work on, that's when you let them know, or whatever your needs are for the day. He likes to go around and ask everybody. So it's kind of a good way to start the day. Yeah, Lieutenant likes to try to find any opportunity to train, so having me drive, then having David Santana, who's normally our apparatus engineer, is riding in the lieutenant's position, so he's having him run the call. The crew that's on the engineer ladder then will go to the store together. Whoever's cooking will usually kind of plan the menu and figure out what we need. When you're out in the parking lot at the store, it's a good time to go over other equipment, so we put the aerial ladder up and check to make sure everything is in good working order. I really welcome the opportunity to train because I feel like the job requires so much. So anytime you go on a fire, anytime you go on an emergency medical call, it's never the same. Something is always different, and so there's so much information out there to know, and things are always changing. So for me, anytime we have a training planned, anytime I can get my hands on stuff physically and do it, it's better for me. It builds that muscle memory where I'm not going to forget. Every time I get my hands on that stuff, then I start to remember a little bit more how to do it, what's the right way to do it, what do I need to be looking for, what stuff can I be watching. And then if something goes wrong on a call, you have a little bit better knowledge of how to troubleshoot it. I really like the family setting of being, working with a crew, being with a crew 24 hours a day, making meals together, working out together, going and helping people, serving together. There's just lots of little parts about being a firefighter that all kind of came together and are all the things that I enjoy in life that I hadn't found in a job before. I started out thinking I wanted to go to medical school or I wanted to be a doctor, but I just decided I wasn't passionate about one particular area. I wasn't sure I really wanted to work in a hospital my whole life, and I didn't know that I wanted to put in the time and the schooling. I just didn't love it enough. There's pizza boxes laying all over your house. Chip bags. Yeah.
I want more because he works for
Knowing that people trust us to come into their homes and to take care of them, I appreciate that. Somebody told me before that you're looking at every person that you go into their home, you want to treat them or care for them the way that you would hope that someone would care for your own family members.
Medic 3, go ahead.
Police are going to come along. Trying to nail down a location for the patient right here. We're also adding police for an unknown situation here.
Did she have an argument with her daughter or something? So she came to your house? And she didn't say what was going on?
It came in as somebody called in that someone was bleeding, but there was some issues, I think, figuring out where the call originated from.
Yeah.
Can anybody see how big of a year has been going this week?
Actually, I think it's
So about 2 to 3.
Put this around your neck just to keep your head and neck around a lot until they can check your We didn't know on the way there, but when we got there, I think that his coworkers that were standing around just let us know that for some reason, he started to feel lightheaded, passed out, hit his head on something, and was bleeding from a cut on his head when he fell. So we did the best we could to get it cleaned up and bandaged up before the paramedics got there. You get out of bed and you can go do a job because it's what supports your family or it's what you need to do, but it's not like that with this. Like, I would do it anyways just because I love it. There's some people I think who know that they've always wanted to be a firefighter, and that was not me. I went to school, I changed my major a bunch of times. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I experienced a lot of life before deciding that this was the right career for me, and I think it was the perfect job because it entailed lots of different things that I enjoy about life or that I've had experiences in education or career-wise to stick with that. And I changed to business and then I switched to communications, and I enjoyed that, but I didn't really know what kind of a job to do. I worked for an insurance company for 12 years of my life, and I raised a family, and that, I'm still doing that, I guess, but there's just lots of little parts about being a firefighter that all kind of came together and are all the things that I enjoy in life that I hadn't found in a job before. But I definitely wouldn't have been ready to do it at 18. I didn't know that that's what I wanted to do. So I think just a bunch of life experiences and a bunch of conversations with people and a better understanding of what the job really is made it the perfect job for me.